Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So our today's topic is pulmonary emphysema, or sometimes called as this disease is called chronic pulmonary emphysema. Now word chronic basically means a problem which is going for several months. Clear? Old problem. Like tuberculosis, this is called an old disease, run for years, then symptom appear, runs for months, then symptom appear, so called as chronic infection. Clear? So this is also a chronic disorder. This will be developed after several years of some problem changes inside the human lungs. Now this is called chronic pulmonary emphysema. There are different type of diseases in the lungs. This type of disease is called as, in this disease emphysema, and in some other condition like asthma, the air flow during expiration is interrupted. So there is obstruction to outflow of air. So including asthma and this disease also, this is called as obstructive pulmonary disease. What this is called? Obstructive pulmonary disease. Pulmonary for lung. Now may be called as chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, which is in short form labeled as COPD, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. So emphysema is a chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. Clear that? Now we will do mechanism. This is a chronic obstructive disease of the lungs characterized by obstruction to outflow, commonly seen in chronic smokers. Clear? Have you seen chronic smokers? Chronic old age person which have smoked for last 30 years, what he do? He continuously cough most of the time and continuously sputum out sputum. Clear? So and having difficulty in breathing, that type of symptom will appear in the patient of emphysema. Now what is the mechanism underlying? This is basically character of this emphysema. Human lungs have conductive system, then we have gas exchange area, alveoli, multiple alveoli are present in human lungs. Clear? Alveoli are for gas exchange purpose basically. Now what happen? Normal mechanism of the human lungs is, human lungs are protected with the help of some important substances. Like continuously there is secretion of mucus inside the tube, inside the bronchiole. That mucus entrap infectious agent, and that mucus, movement of the mucus is towards the exterior, so that mucus becomes sputed out along with the sputum, and if bacteria go inside the lung, that is expelled out. And also importantly, we have epithelial cell of conductive tube of the lungs. Here we may draw again that, suppose this is a bronchiole. Here these epithelial cell of the bronchioles, they have important movable structures known as cilia. Clear? And this tube is in the end connected with what? Trachea. Clear? Now movement of these cilia is towards the tracheal side, so that continuously sputum along with this cilia, there is sputum production, mucus production. If infection occur, continuously that cilia beats and moves that sputum towards the trachea. Then when it reaches into upper bronchioles, then we feel the some irritating phenomena, we cough out, expelled out that thing. So this is normal phenomena. Now what happen? Especially this disease is common in smokers. In smoke, what we inhaled, what the person is smoking is, remember, smoking is very dangerous thing for the health. In chronic stages it will affect the human lungs, not in acute phases, in chronic phases it affects lungs. What smoke particle have? Smoke have nicotine. Smoke is a gas The dust in the smoke itself is irritating towards respiratory tract. When we inhale that, what that smoke do? Continuously for year when smoke come inside the lungs, protective mechanism of lungs become weakens. So why weaken? There is also a phenomena behind that. One phenomena is this nicotine cause the partial paralysis of the cilia. What they do? They cause the cilia to be partially paralyzed, so their function is disturbed, they become stagnant, they are unable to expel out the bacteria or toxic agent. So what happen? These things accumulate here, one important thing. Next, continuously smoke itself irritate this tract, and this tract is becomes more prone to be infected. So the infection becomes common, and due to repeated infection, repeatedly the respiratory tract infects, and repeated chronic infection, basically what it do, it leads to a dramatic changes in the lungs. Clear? Due to smoking, there is partial paralysis of cilia and also increased mucus production in this area, but unable to expel that sputum because cilia are paralyzed. What happen in this person? There is chronic infection, and due to chronic infection there are repeated or increase in number of lymphocyte here. Now lymphocyte, due to chronic infection, they try to engulf or fight with bacteria, and to fight bacteria these neutrophil macrophage release certain enzymes. Which type of enzyme? These enzymes are elastase, collagenase, this type of enzyme. Because there is repeated infection due to loss of protective phenomena, so these enzymes, what they do, if there is chronically smoking occur, these enzymes will basically destroy human own lungs respiratory membrane. These elastase will break down elastic tissue. Clear? Now one question is that, is this elastase in we body non-smoker? Yes, this is present in non-smoker also, but in human body we have an enzyme which inhibit this elastase. There is inhibitor of these enzymes which have a capability to break down body own tissue, that is called alpha-1 antitrypsin. Clear? When alpha-1 antitrypsin will be in adequate amount, there will be inhibition of elastase, so body own tissue will not be destroyed. In case of smoking, that quantity of this enzyme decreases and also elastase increases. So this enzyme, which is inhibitor of these enzyme, is unable to inhibit them. These are activated, they destroy human own tissue, basically alveoli. So there is destruction of the body own alveoli, alveolar wall. When alveolar wall will be destroyed, what do you think? Can we oxygenate properly? No. And it is called as in the late cases of emphysema, even up to 80% of lungs alveoli may be destroyed. A dramatic change. Clear that? So there is destruction of alveoli. Plus also importantly, this infection also occurs along with the alveoli. Basically due to that repeated infection, there is increase in mucus production, but that we are unable to wash out that mucus, so mucus accumulate in these tubes here, and lumen of this tube becomes narrow. Clear? Due to chronic infection, mucus accumulation, inflammation, edema, the mucous membrane become thick, so lumen through which air should go outside becomes narrow. And when this person try to expire, he cannot expire properly air. One important thing. elastic tissues are also disturbed in that. So inhalational there, because there is natural tendency of bronchiole to be dilated in inhalation, so inhalation of air occurs in these, but when they try to exhale that air, they are unable to expel out that air. So what happen, a phenomena is called, in these patients there is trapping of air. What? There is air trapping occurs. Clear? So air trapping occurs in these persons. Due to air trapping, what happen, they are unable to expel air, so that air becomes in the lungs, but does that air will oxygenate? No, because we have disturbed respiratory membrane, our alveoli are destroyed, so that air is dangerous for the lungs, not beneficial. We cannot extract oxygen from this. So what will happen, when there will be trapping of air, it is called as the amount which continuously reside in the lungs, called as residual volume. Its value increases, plus functional residual capacity, its value increases. Clear? And also due to disturbance of the destruction of the alveoli and these things, we are unable to properly oxygenate, so the patient feel dyspnea. Also when dyspnea, problem in difficulty, less oxygenation occur, we also feel hypoxia. And when hypoxia occur, definitely it means oxygen deficiency. So oxygen deficiency is related with the increased production of carbon dioxide, hypercapnia. So these will be phenomena in patient with pulmonary emphysema. Clear? Emphysema, there is outflow obstruction in the bronchiole, plus less oxygenation, poor ventilation, poor exchange of gases. Basically ventilation will be increased, rate of breathing will be increased reflexly to get more and more oxygen, but we are getting air, but the air is not oxygenated properly due to destruction of these alveoli. Clear that? So this is mechanism behind that pulmonary emphysema, common in smoker. So a very dangerous disorder in the smoker, which leads to poor oxygenation of the lungs, dyspnea, hypoxia, hypercapnia. Clear that? So we will review that. तो हमने बताया आज आपको पल्मोनरी एम्फाइसीमा के बारे में। ये एक ऐसी बीमारी है जो लोग सिगरेट पीते हैं उनके अंदर ये कॉमन होती है। अब इनमें क्या होता है, जो लोग सिगरेट पीते हैं तो साल के बाद उनके लंग्स में कुछ तब्दीलियां आती हैं। वो ऐसी तब्दीलियां होती हैं जो उनके फेफड़ों को जो है इन्फेक्शन के ज़्यादा करीब ले जाती, उनका मुदाफ़ती सिस्टम ख़राब हो जाता है, जिससे उनके फेफड़ों के अंदर सोजिश बार बार होती है, रिपीटेडली इन्फेक्शन होता है। वो इन्फेक्शन क्यों होता है कि एक तो उनके अंदर जो है वो ये सीलिया ये पैरालाइज हो जाते हैं निकोटीन की वजह से, पार्शल पैरालाइसिस, और डिफेंस मैकेनिज़्म डिस्टर्ब हो जाता है। ऐसे एंजाइम कम हो जाते हैं जो नॉर्मली उन एंजाइम को इनहिबिट करते हैं जो कि बॉडी को भी डिस्ट्रॉय कर सकते हैं। तो वो एंजाइम कम जब हो जाते हैं और रिपीटेड स्मोकिंग से वो दूसरे एंजाइम जो कि बॉडी को ख़ुद को डिस्ट्रॉय कर सकते हैं एक्टिव हो जाते हैं, तो ये क्रॉनिक इन्फ्लेमेटरी प्रोसेस शुरू हो जाता है, जिसमें एल्वोलाई भी तबाह हो जाते हैं, डैमेज हो जाते हैं। इवन लिखा है कि 70% तक। अब ये एल्वोलाई जब डैमेज होते हैं, सपोज़ ये एल्वोलाई इस तरह पूरा डैमेज हो गया, तो ये बड़ी बड़ी लंग्स के अंदर हमें स्पेसेस नज़र आएंगी, एयर स्पेसेस। इनके अंदर एयर भी होगी, नॉर्मल से ज़्यादा होगी, लेकिन रेस्पिरेटरी मेम्ब्रेन तो डिस्ट्रॉय हो गई, अब एक्सचेंज तो होगी नहीं, तो गैस एक्सचेंज कम हो जाती है। तो ये इसका थोड़ा सा मैकेनिज्म है। प्लस में क्या होता है कि इस एयर को वो पर्सन जो स्मोक कर रहा है, जिनके अंदर ये बीमारी, आउट नहीं कर सकते। आउट की वजह ये है कि जो ट्यूब्स हैं इनके अंदर भी इन्फ्लेमेशन होती है। इन्फ्लेमेशन की वजह से अगर नॉर्मली इतने हैं तो इनके अंदर क्या हो जाता है, म्यूकस या इन्फ्लेमेटरी सेल, एडिमा, इन चीज़ों की वजह से बहुत नैरो हो जाते हैं। जब नैरो हो जाते हैं तो लंग्स से एयर बाहर जाना ये मुश्किल हो जाता है। तो एक इसको कहते हैं हम ऑब्स्ट्रक्शन टू द आउटफ्लो। तो जो भी ऑब्स्ट्रक्टिव लंग डिजीज़ है, हमें उसमें पता है कि हमें फोर्स एक्सपायरेटरी वॉल्यूम फर्स्ट सेकंड में कम हो जाता है, इसमें भी ये कम हो जाएगा। वो पर्सन जो है बड़ी मुश्किल से सांस को बाहर निकालेगा और जल्दी जल्दी सांस इसलिए लेगा ताकि जो है ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा एयर ले, बार बार खांसता रहेगा क्योंकि कंटिन्यू इन्फ्लेमेशन है, कंटिन्यूली बलगम बनेगा, वो बाहर निकालने की कोशिश करेगा ये पेशेंट, लेकिन उसके साथ साथ बलगम निकालने के बावजूद वो कंटिन्यू चीज़ चलती रहती है, तो ये ल्यूमन जो है अंदर से नैरो होता है। तो ये चीज़ें, ऐसा पेशेंट हमारे पास सांस की दिक्कत के साथ आएगा, ऑक्सीजन लेवल कम हो जाएगा, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड का लेवल बढ़ जाएगा, ठीक है। तो ये प्रॉब्लम, इसको हम क्रॉनिक ऑब्स्ट्रक्टिव पल्मोनरी डिजीज़ कहते हैं। थैंक यू सो मच।